Boxing Unfiltered, smash the like button. I know it's been a minute since I did a long format video. I was trying to see how the shorts would pan out. But Gervonta Tank Davis, you've been hearing rumors about him because he got arrested, was it last month, for allegedly, getting into it with his baby mama. I don't know if he got more than one, but I do know he got a daughter, and I think another kid as well. Well, he was supposed to fight in a few weeks against Lamont Rose Jr., coming off of a controversial draw, which should have really been a loss for him. But he was scheduled to fight, kind of like a redemption fight. But then he got arrested, and even before that, they wasn't promoting the fight. You didn't know what was going on. It just, was a shit show over there at the PBC. Well, now the fight it seemed like it's off, and then you heard rumors out there per Rick Glazer that Gervonta had told his close circle that he was going to retire. And Calvin Ford, who was Gervonta Tank Davis' trainer, I believe since he was 5-6 years old, put out a tweet that said that it's not true. And personally, honestly, when it comes to Rick, you gotta sometimes take him with a grain of salt, because he does have like a personal issue with the PBC. And let's just say this: when it comes to Gervonta, honestly, it's unfortunate that he signed a deal with them. And people, even myself, we got to keep it real. When PBC first came out and they blew up, because remember at first they just had a couple of fighters, then they started snatching everybody up. Yeah, I was with the PBC train too, and people was mad that Terrence Crawford didn't sign and Tim Bradley didn't sign. But as you can see, in the long run, they made the right decision. We don't know what the fuck then happened to Earl Spence. When last time anybody an interview, we don't know when he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to do a rematch with Crawford, and then they just scrapped it. And even when it comes to like Gervonta Tank Davis, he was only fighting once a year. They don't want him to fight none of the elite fighters. I remember Floyd cutting reporters off when they was asking, was he gonna fight Lomachenko? And they was like, no, we on our own plan. And you could just see where all this got frustrated. And now that you're hearing that Al Heyman not even running the PBC no more, it's like, what the fuck? I know that's probably what he's thinking. And he's already hinted that he tired of the games and he tired of the politics. And, he says that, he's loyal with Al and the PBC, so he don't want to go over there with Turkey. They probably won't let him out the deal. I say this all the time. A lot of boxers have, think about how a rap artist is, or just any music artist. They give away their publishing, their masters, all of that to be on TV. And to me, that's the deal that a lot of these fighters sign with Al Heyman and the PBC. So you got to add all that in. He's frustrated, but I do think he'll fight. But unfortunately, it's looking like the world's going to move on without Gervonta. Yes, Manny Pacquiao's talking about fighting him. But if people going to really give Gervonta Tank Davis his credit, I'm not. If he fights Manny Pacquiao, I'm not going to give him no credit until I see him fight an elite fighter. And I don't want to hear about he fought Ryan Garcia, because we all know Ryan Garcia was on the dope. He was suspended for a year and fined over $1 million for it. And it's like, it's so many elite fighters out there that he has not fought. And you got to wonder, is that why did Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe see something that we couldn't see? Gervonta was the perfect person of being a marketing, his team was a marketing genius. They only had him fight a certain style fighter, and then they would tell you that he was a star, he was next up. But like I said, you got Devin Haney out there who's literally about to fight Brian Norman Jr. that everybody was avoiding. And he's fought a Ryan Garcia. He's not ducking nobody. Has been undisputed. Then Gervonta him said belts don't matter. So it's just, unfortunately, man, his career is probably looking like a shoulda, coulda, And it's sad, man. A lot of people. Keith Thurman, another one. Keith Thurman was one of my favorite fighters 10 years ago. The man got 2 belts and then he just disappeared. Now he kind of popped his head out. But man, I'm sorry, Keith. It's a wrap, man. But I just want to get my quick thoughts about it. Tell me what y'all think.